I was mad sick.
Maxwell thought it was hexagons.
I was mad sick. It might have been, bro. It was some kind of geometrical thing. I was a little kid. This was like 30-something years ago. It looked like dots.
Are you for real? All right, here, I'll show you what Maxwell thought it looked like.
In stars, Jeremy.
What's up?
Was you seeing stars?
No. It was like squarish things, like dots, like pixels. What was that? What was the other thing I was gonna say though?
You're coming out.
What was the thing I was gonna say before I saw the ether? The other thing. Oh, I know how to get to their inertial reference frame. In the globe model. This is how you do it. You use time dilation, and then you go wherever time's moving the fastest or the slowest. And then you're in the inertial frame.
But then nothing moves when you go fast enough.
What?
That's what they say, dude.
What? Right. So Syrus, you compare 2 points. You're like, all right, we got this point, this spot, and this spot, right? Times moving such and such.
I took my headphones off. Sorry, I took my headphones off.
I said you use time dilation to find out. The faster you saw
Buzz Lightyear? Go ahead.
I'll just
the faster you move, the slower time goes, right?
I don't agree with that. Fuck Einstein. Yeah.
In their model, though, that this is how you find the inertial frame in their model.
No, wait.
So you got to go with that.
Is it slower?
Yeah, you're right.
Hold on.
Yes, it's slower. It is. That's why I said originally, if you go fast enough, then everything stops.
Just hold on.
It slows down.
Once you get to the speed of light, everything stops. Nothing moves anymore.
All right, just hold on a second. Hold on.
Right.
It's a good thought. I like where your head's at, but listen. The faster you're going, right, the slower time goes. But we're trying to find out where the slowest. We're trying to go as slow as possible, right? We don't want to be moving at all, right? That's the idea, right? To get to the inertial spot where you're not moving. This is how you find out. No, this is how you find out where you're not moving, where time goes the fastest.
That'll be light itself.
That's what you're looking for. No, they say light stops. No, light's going super duper fast. They say light stops. There's no time for light. That's how slow it is. It's timeless.
So if you are the photon, if you are moving that fast, right, then everything's stationary for you.
There is no time.
I don't agree with that shit, though. That's Einstein.
No, I know, but I'm saying, the way you find out. So we want to do the opposite of that, though. We want to find out where time's moving the fastest. You know what I'm saying? Because wherever time's moving the fastest, that means we're going the slowest. So we want to slow that shit down. You know what I'm saying? And then
absolute zero.
So once you slow it down, once you slow it down to as slow as it can get, you'd be like, yo, we're not moving.
Well, dude, Buzz, this is what I was gonna get at. Buzz Lightyear, and this isn't being funny or facetious, the new installment that just came out a couple years ago of the little series for Buzz, he, like in the opening 5 minutes, he's lost in space and he pulls out and does triangulation over a curved surface and does like some weird time dilation calculation. And you can pause the movie and see his little formula. It's like D1, like time squared times fucking times time equals time dilation. It's fucking weird. But he's got the mathematics on his little cockpit. You got to go back and watch it, bro. It's like the God particle equation on The Simpsons. They're trying to tell us something.
Time square. What's that? The area of time?
Syrus, do you see what I'm saying? Syrus, do you see what I'm saying, though? You'd want to go where your time's moving the fastest. That way you're going the slowest in their model. You know
That'll be absolute zero, right? Yep.
Yeah. No, it's not a temperature. It's not a temperature.
Yeah, but it is, though. It's like, I don't know. Isn't it like, let's say the stupid equation E equals mc squared garbage? Okay, mass and energy are the same thing. Fine. Cool. Absolute zero, the theoretical one, where there's no movement of the molecules or the electrons. That's it. Everything is still. Isn't that what you're looking for, though? That's like even at the micro level, like there's stationary, but it's theoretical. And why are you talking about this time space bullshit, anyways? What's wrong with you?
I've got a lot of questions considering these things. Is time truly linear? I mean, from our shared experiences and communicate, sometimes I wonder this.
Don't read too much Hawking's with his arrow of time stuff. Let's just delete. Alt Control Delete. That's it. It just doesn't. No. Nice theory. I'm like, okay. It has no basis in reality, man.
Definitely about practical application in this shared reality that we're experiencing now. I know there's more.
For sure, man. I like the ether and all the electricity science and all that good stuff. Time is not. We use it like algebraically to determine, like what do you call it? Like distance between events, periodicity, or stuff like that. How often does this thing repeat?
Yep, I call it cycles. Cycles within cycles.
Don't worry about it. Hawking said when the universe collapses on itself, you're going to experience time backwards. So, there you go, Hawkins.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's in personal perspective of individual experience. Like some people will say, oh, that's just deja vu. And like you brought up, periodicity, when they're recognizable, become evident. That's one thing. Then you can address it. But when it's not evident, yeah, I just got a lot of questions, man. Been taking a deep dive in what they call quantum mechanics. I mean, if you're just observing the effects of something and then giving it a name and calling it a particle, that's what's the word? It's so incomplete.
Time 1, which is Earth time, times time 2, which is whatever the time is where you're at, divided by the distance, and then there's some other exponent in there also.
So you get the area of time, then you still have another exponent. Like, damn, dude. Algebraically, this is fuck. It's okay. Because if you have 1 meter, you multiply it by another meter, right? 1m times 1m, 1 times 1 is 1, and m times m is m squared.
You're making a time field, right? Like that's what
Yeah,
the
yeah,
area
area
is.
of
It's
time.
like the field. It's like the field of space, time, and so you're finding where
Right.
you are. Like it fluctuates in different areas of that field, but you're just trying to establish the area to get your locality in it.
Yeah, dude, it sounds cool. The area of time and all. It's awesome, but that's what I'm saying. Algebraically kind of makes no sense.
Yeah, we gotta see what Buzz was talking about, bro. Because I mean, he whipped out a star chart, and it was so funny. And it was like it really felt like if you were paying attention and you go look at the timing of when that came out versus all these conversations, it was when like Oakley and them were just going crazy with the cell nav, like the beginning of the cell nav journey. Once you got your baseline, you can't do anything over a curved baseline, blah, 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 blah. That came out and was hammered. And then all of a sudden, Buzz Lightyear comes out. He's trapped in space. He's got to get through some fucking wormhole to get back or some shit. So what does he do? He whips out some etch tool and starts etching on the cockpit windshield in front of him. And the very first thing he does is draws a curved baseline and then starts doing fucking geometry off of it. And it was just like the biggest ha ha fuck you little subliminal slipped in there. I don't know. It was the timing of it was just out of control. Yeah, and he pulled out his little star chart and started spinning it, found his position, got his curved baseline, did some triangulation, did a little time dilation calculation in there, and then all of a sudden, bam, Buzz came home. But it was just so weird because, like, if you weren't looking at the screen and you were just listening to the audio, I swear you're listening to like an extension of Interstellar or something. The conversation for when he came home and had to explain the time dilation and the calculation on how he figured out where he was to get back, like that conversation that he was relaying to the other characters in the movie, that's not something some kids would comprehend. And it wasn't like a 5-second little clip, it was a good little 2-minute long segment. So it's just really weird. Really, really odd for a kid's movie.
What movie was it?
It's the Buzz Lightyear movie that came out. After the whole Toy Story saga, Buzz Lightyear got his own movie not long ago. Like 2 years ago. And then the first 5 minutes, he's lost in space doing fucking cell nav over a curved baseline with a star chart.
So more fantasy.
Yeah, more fantasy, but it was just like upper echelon adult fantasy plugged into a kid's movie. There was just like, it was literal, just, you could, watching it, you can just feel and tell it's just propaganda. Like, this isn't entertainment for kids. This isn't going to keep the kids locked in. What are you doing, man?
I have written something this morning that plots great circle routes onto the Lambert azimuthal equal area projection.
Onto the Lambert.
Yeah. Give me some cities and I'll plot them for you. I think I'll post Sydney to Hawaii in the chat. One sec.
Why is Perth so popular?
It's not.
Why do people always use it as a reference?
Do they?
Yeah, everyone's always talking like Sydney to Perth, and I don't know. You almost said it like there's some aggression. Do you not like the Perth people?
It's fine, but it's not. It's a pretty shithole place.
Is it like the Africa of Australia? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Shithole
Oh,
country.
damn.
Yeah.
I read between the lines on that one.
Yeah. Give me a city. Where should I fly to? Sydney to Los Angeles? Yeah, let's do that one.
Sydney to Chicago O'Hare.
Yeah, let me do LA first. LAX. Where is that? 33.94. That's almost exactly opposite latitude to Sydney. There you go. 33.94. Longitude 118.4. 118.40. All right, let's do that. Wow. Oops. I didn't show it. Hang on. All right, let's post that in the chat. There you go. It seemed to take quite a detour.
Yeah, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to figure out how to get those. See the black cross in the middle, like 1 pixel wide black cross. Got to figure out why that's there.
But you see how it really pulls in up by LA on the yellow?
Yeah.
Imagine that not horizontal, but like a vertical incline. Does that make sense? Like instead of an east to west deviation, like if you were to just take this thing as it is and cut that thing, in a quadrant, that would look like it's curving, to the east from the west. But I'm saying imagine that going vertical up.
I'm struggling to visualize what cardinal directions mean on this map. I mean, north from Sydney is pretty much almost to the right of the image, whereas Polaris is above the North Pole. So I see partial star trails to my north, right? Obviously, the center of those star trails is below the horizon, but those are way off to the right, whereas on this map, they're at the top center. Almost like this map is shit.
Fuck, I gotta go into work. I can't do this right now. Touche, I'll say.
Yeah, so anything crossing the Pacific is going to have these stupidly weird hugging the edge kind of routes. Haven't figured out how to shift it
Well, we got
across.
to, before I go in, we got to figure out, what the magnetic field lines are, because that's what you're going to follow, not that path there. Because the compass is going to do what the compass do, baby. You know what I mean? So if we can plot out what the magnetic lines are, then fuck, it don't matter what the program says, because, pilot's going to have to, use his instruments.
Right. But he's gonna plot his path based on actual lat long waypoints, not fucking compass directions. You guys overestimate how much like pilots use magnetic
Plotting is something ahead of time. I'm talking like actual navigation. You're using the compass.
Right. But they still have to hit their waypoints, which are lat longs. Nothing to do with compass. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute.
Maybe hours later. I gotta go to.
I love you, Demok. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry
Like this song.
Yeah. I got to put the globe one for Rick Skin here. Sorry. Globe matches pretty nicely. Now, fucking who's asking me now? I agree, B-Ball. I agree. That's fantastic. From the bottom of my heart. What's ask and receive waiting for?
Rohif, have you guys falsified stationary Earth scientifically?
I don't know. Have we?
I'm asking. I don't know. Is it a trap? Maybe. I would bet on it. Have you scientifically falsified stationary Earth?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yep, 100
No,
years
you guys
ago.
don't know shit. You don't know shit, Rohif.
170 years ago now.
We'll hold that thought, Rohif, because Pate thinks we did, though. You think we scientifically falsified stationary Earth?
170 years ago. Yeah. Foco.
And I mean, that's like 100% false, right? 100%?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so that means 100% it's moving. You scientifically prove that it's moving 100%.
Very strong scientific evidence, nearly 100%, yes.
No, you can't have it false, be stationary, and the dichotomy is it has... No, the dichotomy is it has to be...
You made the dichotomy, not me. You made the dichotomy, the false dichotomy.
I didn't make it, it's just there.
No, you're
making it. If it's not stationary,
if it's not
stationary, it has to be what?
Well, maybe.
What's the opposite of stationary?
Yeah,
what's the opposite of stationary?
But it could be just...
You're freaking out, babe. You're freaking out. You're losing it.
You're making a dichotomy. It's not a dichotomy. It could be something else. Maybe. Who knows? We don't know.
No, something's not...
That's why we say science doesn't prove things, because it could be something else. We don't know.
I know, but if you're saying this thing's... I know, but if you're saying you falsified stationary Earth, that is false. That means Earth has to be moving in order for that to be false. In order for that to be false, Earth has to be moving.
Nope, that's your dichotomy. It's not a dichotomy.
It's not my dichotomy. That's a true dichotomy.
No, it's not true dichotomy. It could be something else. It could be something else. It could be a simulation, maybe. Who knows?
What's that mean? And that's not a third option. It's either moving or not moving.
No, it could be something else. We don't know. We can't prove it scientifically.
No, I know you prove that it's not. You prove that it's not stationary, though. Hold on, Carlos. Not a good time, Carlos. You've proved that it's not moving.
Yeah.
Or sorry, you proved that it's not stationary. You proved that it's not stationary.
That's correct.
Yes. So that proves that it's moving.
I agree. I agree with your logic, Jeremy.
Yeah, Page's trying to get out of it, talking about simulation. He's been hanging out with Cole too much. Yeah, you were smart to say I don't know, Ruhif. That was a smart move on you. You're smarter than Page.
It could be something else. We don't know. It's very, very
stationary and moving.
Page went right for the bait. Page went right for the bait. I think I got him. Hook, line, and sinker.
No, you didn't get me. It just shows that
sinker.
No, it just shows that you're. It just shows you made the false dichotomy, not me.
Ruhif, is that a false dichotomy? Come on, bro. Be real.
Is moving and stationary a dichotomy? I'd say probably yes. So.
Yeah. What do you mean probably?
Well, I think it is. I can't think of it.
You can't just make a heavy sigh and you can't just sigh heavy and be like, well.
But you know, so welcome to the fact that your stationary. Welcome to the fact that your stationary Earth has been 100% disproven.
Oh, that's suspect. So if it is,
you really?
Oh no,
he's
freaking out because I got him. Hook, line, sinker. Hold on.
You made a dichotomy. It's not.
It is a dichotomy, dude.
Maybe it might be something else. We don't know.
Hang on. No, let these guys go.
I mean, but you just mentioned something. I wanted.
Fact that your stationary. Welcome to the fact that your stationary Earth has been 100% disproven.
Oh, that's suspect. So if it isn't,
you really?
Oh no,
okay, go ahead and talk over me. Go ahead and talk over me.
But you gotta.
He's freaking out because I got him. Hook, line, sinker.
No, you didn't get him.
Hold on, elbow. Go ahead.
All you made a dichotomy. It's not. Science does not.
It is a dichotomy, dude.
Maybe something else. Maybe it might be something else. We don't know.
Hang on, elbow. Let these guys go.
I mean, he but you just mentioned something I wanted to, kind of mention on that. I wanted to point it out. I want to see if you have another option. If something's not stationary, what is it then?
Yeah, I think
we don't know.
I think it's a true dichotomy.
Okay, you do think I thought because you kind of said, "Oof, I don't know." That's why I was trying.
Yeah, you did like a heavy sigh and a breath. You let out a breath of hot air.
Yeah, but in the meantime, it has been definitely proven that the Earth is not stationary. But you can't wrap your head around the fact that science doesn't prove things.
No, but you're saying if you falsified stationary Earth, you've proven Earth moving. Those are hand in hand. You can't. No, there is no other. What is it? What's the third option?
I don't know. I don't know what
There
the third
isn't one.
option might be, but there might be
There
something
isn't
out there
one.
that we'll discover later.
There-
Maybe.
It's impossible.
Maybe. Who knows? You can state you're saying that you are stating that, not me.
If
That's not
something's
my
not
theory. My
moving,
theory is that it's not stationary.
if
Are you
something's
saying
not
there's
stationary, it
another?
has to be moving. There's no other way.
Are you
We
saying
could be,
there's another state other than moving and
we could
stationary?
be,
You see what I got
we
to
could
do
be,
with
No,
Ruhith?
we
I
could be
don't know.
popping in
You
and out of a
start talking
fourth
about the
dimension.
Verizon,
You never know.
the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You never
never know.
know. It could be a big thing. Yeah. And then again, it has been
Would that
definitely
be
proven
stationary or
that it's
moving?
not stationary, but you can
Both.
ignore that.
Is
Keep on
popping
ignoring the fact that
out?
it's been
Is popping out stationary
disproven that
or
it's
moving?
stationary.
Both.
Bro, so far you guys have said, hold on,
Keep
let's
on
just keep
ignoring
it.
the fact that what it actually
Oh,
does show.
hold
Keep
on, Paige.
ignoring the
So far
fact
you guys have
that
said, so far you
stationary
said,
is definitely disproven.
so
I
far you
know.
said simulation.
You've
Hold
got to
on,
ignore
Paige.
that fact, don't you, Jeremy?
Pages, hold on. So
Let
far you
Jeremy
said,
Don't
talk.
know.
so far you guys have said simulation and fourth dimension. That's what you guys have said in rebuttal to this true dichotomy.
It's hard to state things. Is he breaking up
You're
for
just
you again?
saying
Or
words.
just
You're just saying
Cole,
words, dude.
was it Cole that said that? Cole, is popping out involve movement?
It could be both. Could be movement and non-movement. I don't know.
Whoa,
yeah,
bro.
the same thing is you're trying to get us to say things that you're trying to get us to say.
What are we
I've
gonna
already
do?
got you to say them.
Things that we know things that you always got to say that you want us to say that we know things that we don't know, and that's the thing.
So if you don't know, you can't
you
say
can't say it with 100%.
Well, if you don't know, then you just can't
Well,
say
we
you.
do.
No, you can. If you don't know, you can't
That's
say 400% fact that you have falsified the stationary Earth.
yeah.
I
We
don't say that.
100% falsified stationary Earth. It's different.
Master can
But
say
they
that. I
just.
don't say it.
But wasn't your leader here, Batoon, saying that he 100% falsified it?
Lectune's not our leader.
Scientifically
Yeah,
falsified flat Earth or scientifically falsified stationary Earth.
Falsified flat
that's
Earth.
correct.
If flat Earth makes a prediction and that prediction doesn't bear out, it's falsified.
Okay, that means you've
There's another one,
100%
but
proven. That means you've 100% proven that. That means you've 100% proven that Earth is curving now.
Why is it called convo is always one-sided? Why doesn't the other side defend
because
something?
Jeremy can't understand
They
that
don't really
science
have
doesn't
anything
prove
here. They're
things true.
posing dichotomies and saying the opposite is one side's
They
false and the other
don't
side's
have
not
anything.
true.
You're posing.
But
They're
You're
saying
posing
one
dichotomy.
side of a
We're saying it's
dichotomy is
not.
false. They're
Yeah,
saying
one
one
side's
side of a
making claims.
dichotomy is false and the other side's not true.
Yeah, but you are the one posting dichotomy.
Because they are
And
dichotomy. Something's either moving or it's not. That is a dichotomy.
Well, we can't prove it's moving 100%. 100% we cannot prove. It's pretty much 99.9. How many nines you want to put out?
So you didn't
Most likely.
falsify.
But
So you
that
didn't
might.
falsify. Okay, so you didn't falsify
We
stationary Earth.
falsified stationary Earth 100%.
Okay, so then 100% it has to be moving. You've proven 100% it's moving.
Maybe.
Isn't there a
No, we haven't
stationary?
we haven't
Earth,
proven
but
anything.
there's
We've
a
had
You
very,
can't
very.
say 100%. Hold on, man. You can't say it's 100%
Yes, we
not
can.
moving and then say
Yes,
it's
we can.
not 100% moving. You have to say it's 100%
Yes, we
moving.
can. Incorrect.
No, you can't.
That's
The
not
numbers
saying.
don't. The math don't add up. It's not mathing.
You don't
The
know
math's
math.
not mathing.
You don't know math. You don't know
I know
math.
that you. I know that
You
this
don't
shit
know
needs to be
math. What are you talking about?
100% on
No,
both
you
ends.
don't.
Need to equal 100%.
No, incorrect on that one. Nice
Yes,
try.
that's how it works.
We can say most likely, that it's the Earth is moving. Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah, but you can't.
globe,
No, you can't say it's. You can't say it's 100% not stationary,
Yes, it can.
and then
Yes,
say,
it can.
well, it's most likely moving. You have to say it's definitely moving because we know that
Most
it's
likely.
not stationary.
99.99999, however many nines you want.
Your
I'd
math's
say
not
that's
adding
very,
up.
very strong evidence. I know, but you don't know math.
99.9 repeating.
You don't know math.
Is 99 repeating equal to 1? Yes.
Pretty close.
Falsifying something.
Well, then
doesn't
it's
create a
100.
dichotomy.
Then it's 100.
No, not really. And you have to take 1 9 off the end.
The falsification of something doesn't create a dichotomy. All it does is falsify that as an interpretation. So falsifying that the Earth is stationary, just leaves it open to other interpretations, and maybe it's still moving, but it might be moving in a different way than you thought.
Moving in a different way, dude. It's either moving or it's not moving. That's a dichotomy. Even Ruhif agreed to it. And you know how it's like pulling teeth.
No, that's why there's
Like
the
pulling
word
teeth with
falsification.
Ruhif.
Yeah, see, you're the only one saying the word dichotomy here. You know that's the problem with you. That's the problem with flat Earth.
Ruhif said it's a fair. Ruhif said it's a true
NASA,
dichotomy.
you're just feeding
That's the
Jeremy,
problem.
NASA. Just don't even feed him.
I know. The problem with science deniers is you must have science be 100% accurate all the time.
Ruhif, let me ask
The good
Ruhif
thing
real
is
quick. Ruhif is moving.
Jeremy already got
Hold on a
Ruhif
second,
to admit it.
Carlos.
I've already
Carlos,
said
hold
enough
on a
here.
second. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get in. I know you guys hear me. Ruhif, is moving or not moving? Is that a true dichotomy?
That is a perfect true dichotomy. Yes.
Perfect. Perfectly true.
Yes.
Talk to him.
Ruhif, you're
Talk
ruining
to him,
it.
Cade.
I had him on the rope through here. You grabbing hold of him from behind the rope. Trip him in the ring.
All they said was simulation and fourth dimension. That was your whole rebuttal. Simulation. You're just saying words.
What is Coriolis? Is that moving or not moving?
It's a result of a moving Earth.
Yeah. So that's a false. Is that a dichotomy or more than two?
What? Coriolis or not Coriolis is a true dichotomy.
Coriolis is the third option, right?
What?
Coriolis has to be
It's
the
Earth
third option.
Coriolis.
It's moving and it's not moving at the same time. So it's got to be the third option.
I think you're speaking on the solid ground, right, being stable and stationary, and then you got the moving field, right? Provably, as you go up in elevation, there's a field that's moving, but it's not the physical that's moving. Does that work?
So from a different reference frame, there is some type of a movement there, but it's not moving at the same time.
What?
Well, when we say it, that's kind of a umbrella term, but the ground is stationary, but.
All right. To Atlanta, Georgia.
What are you playing?
I am plotting routes on the dual pole Lambert equidistant area, equal area thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
ATL. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Oops. All right, Dakar, Atlanta. Let's do it. Oops. All right.
What website?
No, I wrote it. Wrote the code for it. It's in Python. There we go.
I wish I knew how to code as well as you. I've only taken 2 Python courses, and I'm not very good.
All right, it's in the chat. Apologies for the black cross in the middle. I haven't figured out how to get rid of that.
Andrew, you've done quite a bit of shit, ain't you, brother? I didn't know all that about you. Like, you're an electrician, you know how to code. That's cool, man.
No, I said I've Python courses, and also when I was trying, it was an online course I bought for myself. Swift, which is used for like iPhones and shit like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
The one thing I cannot hang of when it comes to coding is why is there a space here, not a space there, and why I don't know, something to do with why when something happens, like, but error in code. But I don't know. Professor Hill, my Python professor, he said Python is the easiest. So how to learn better? To keep doing it and failing until you figure it out. I was like, oh, fuck. So
Yeah,
at that point, I was just like, yeah. Is that fair enough to say?
Yeah.
So.
It's
And
a
ask
balance,
ChatGPT. Helpful.
Gotta
I mean,
know
I
how to
passed the
juggle.
course. So, Ruhuf, did you write the entire code by yourself, or did you actually import certain things
I did
from?
ask ChatGPT
like,
to reverse engineer some code that I'd written, and it fucked it up, which I had to fix.
No, because those well, there you can go to like certain websites and ask them for certain types of code that you can just put into a resource and import it real quick. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, roboting. Oh, hang on, is that me? Is that my
I
connection?
forget what that's called.
That's him.
Yeah, that's probably
cool.
me.
All right. Yeah. I asked ChatGPT to reverse engineer. I wrote a function to convert the latitude and longitude into a pixel coordinate on the projection. I asked ChatGPT to reverse that function, so to put in a lat long, get a pixel, and it fucked it up, which I had to fix. So it's not perfect, but it's saved me some time, I think. Yeah, like if I ask ChatGPT why is there that black cross in the middle, like it's not gonna help me, right? Like I've got to figure that out myself. Oh, I should write a distance function, shouldn't I?
Well, hopefully I'm not going to continue to robot. I'll be up in my home in just a moment. I'm in my garage. But in regards to chat...
Yeah, you're robotic.
It's probably... Yeah, it's
You're
bad,
robotic.
yes.
So, Jeremy, did we figure it out? I mean, have they figured it out yet? Moving, not moving? Stationary, not stationary.
Jeremy wants it to be moving.
A true dichotomy is also not curve and curve.
Yep.
Cool. So I've disproved not curve. So I've proved curve, right? But that doesn't say the curve is 3959.
It just says you've proved curving now, but which means that you've proved things doing science.
Over, Jeremy.
I've disproved. Yeah, I've disproved a prediction or a hypothesis. Yes.
Yeah, but you've inherently proven the antithesis of that, which would be curve.
Right.
You've proven that there is Earth curve.
Yes.
So you can prove things.
But I haven't proven.
Using
I haven't
science.
proven that the Earth is a globe of 3959 radius.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But you did prove that it's curving, nonetheless.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, which means you've proved something doing science.
I have proved not curve. All right?
Congratulations, you can prove
Positive
things doing
hypothesis.
science.
Did you prove it, or do you just say?
Congratulations, you proved something doing science. You've proven Earth is curving.
Disproved. I have disproved a hypothesis.
Oh,
yes,
I remember.
Disproved. Hold on, Cole. Please stop trying to save these guys, Cole. You tried to save McToon yesterday.
I'm not trying to save him. I'm
defending. You're trying to save Ruhif right now.
I'm defending myself from some shit talk y'all told me when I said science doesn't prove, it disproves. And you guys all talk shit to me over that.
Yeah. Okay, now let me and Ruhif have it out so you can see. You saw how McToon got it. Ruhif's about to get the same thing.
All right. Yeah. I'll hush.
Okay, when you disprove flat Earth, so not flat, the antithesis would be curving. You agree that's a true dichotomy?
Yes. Which part did science do?
Science showed that it's when you show that it's not that it's not flat. You also show that it is curving.
Right.
Science. They're hand in hand. You can't do one without the other.
All right. Science
Remember Al Bundy?
disproved. Science disproved, and logic
It disproved
proved.
flat, which means
Yes.
it proved
Yes, that's
curve.
the part that science
Those
did.
things happen at the same time. They can't.
No, they don't.
They have to happen at the same exact moment. When you disprove,
I don't
flat, you
scientifically
prove
prove
curve.
curve.
It happens just like that. Snap your finger. It happens like that at the same instant.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Science doesn't prove things. Science disproves things.
Bam.
Disproved flat. Right? Science
Cole,
didn't.
please.
Science didn't prove curve. Science disproved. Right? If I have a hypothesis, I can only falsify the hypothesis. I can't prove a hypothesis.
Yes, and you fall.
If my
I understand.
hypothesis was curve, then I can only disprove that. Right? I can only do an experiment that is consistent with curve. Right? But I can do an experiment that disproves not curve.
Okay, but if we have
It
a dichotomy,
might sound semantic, but it's not.
If we have a dichotomy, and you're saying one of them is false,
I've answered you.
And you're saying one of them is false, the moment you say that dichotomy, one part of the dichotomy is false, the other part has to be true. And if you're doing that
Which part did science do?
And if you're doing that scientifically, if you've disproven flat, you've proven curve.
Which part did science do?
Science proved curve because you've disproved flat.
No,
you proved
science disproved flat. Science disproved
Yep, and when you
flat.
disprove flat, you prove curve at the same time. It happens at the same time, Riff.
No.
It has to. It has to. It's a dichotomy.
No, science doesn't prove curve. Science disproves flat. I know you can't get the distinction.
Which proves curve. If you disprove flat, you prove curve.
We're talking at each other, so whatever.
You're not acknowledging that you disprove flat, you prove curve. Why are you not acknowledging
for the final time? Science, all right?
Proved
as in
curve.
What did science do? Science disproved.
It proved curve.
Flat. Okay. Well,
yes, it proved curve and disproved flat. Those are the same thing. If you disprove curve, if you disprove flat, you prove curve. It's the same exact thing. There is no difference between the two of those. Just like if it's stationary or not moving.
Would both of y'all agree our highest mountain is underwater?
Say that again.
The highest mountain on Earth is underwater right now. You know, the Mariana Trench and all that stuff, right?
Highest. I don't know. What does highest mountain mean in that context?
Do y'all both agree that under the water, like the Mariana Trench and stuff, like the indentions in the land, let's say? Well, you might not know that. Y'all might not know that. My bad. But listen,
I know that.
We got like Mount Everest. We got all these high mountains above the water, and below the water, the same thing. I think we could both agree the verbiage of like a ball, like the word ball, doesn't exist right where we live. But for it to be flat, we need water, and that's the only flat part about where we live, right? So it's not a ball, and it's not really flat. It's just hilly, up and down, huge hills, huge valleys, and the water is what's flat. That's how we know it's level, right?
What do you mean by highest? What do you mean by highest?
Wherever we live, it is level because the water's level.
What do you mean by highest?
A lot of topological features, right?
It means from the base of the mountain to the top of the mountain.
Right, from the base to the top, yeah.
So the biggest prominence?
Not the highest elevation.
Yeah. It's
so the largest
right
prominence. Okay, cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Like, basically, that's the point. So I think we go past each other with the words, like flat or circle or ball, whatever. But I think if we're honest with each other, bro, it's not either one, really. It's just level. Wherever we are, level.
About a month ago or a month and a half ago, I said that science doesn't prove things, it disproves things. And I got tore up in here over saying that science doesn't prove, it disproves. And that's why I keep saying that you can never be 100% certain about something. All you can do is continue to disprove things about a particular thing,
Right,
but
right.
you can never
That makes sense.
prove it. You can just
Yeah.
continue to disprove everything about it, and that's what science does. Science disproves, it doesn't prove.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got eat alive in here over saying that, and I'm so
Well,
glad to
at
hear
the end of the
Ruhif
day,
say the
though,
same exact thing.
if we're
Yeah.
honest with each other, guys, we're all grown
Yeah, but
adults
that don't
here.
make no
We got to
sense
be
though.
honest
Hold
with
on,
each
man.
other that
Hold on a
it
second,
comes
dude.
down to
But that don't
water.
make no
Yeah.
sense though.
Mhm.
Hold on, man. But that doesn't make any sense though, because when you have a dichotomy, you instantly, if you have a dichotomy and you disprove one side of the dichotomy, it's automatic that you've proven the
Yeah.
other
But which
side.
part did science do, Jeremy? Which
It
part
does
did
it
science
both.
do?
Water
It
disproves
does
both.
both. Hold on, man. RG,
It
hold
does.
on, dude.
Okay.
It
Go ahead.
does. Hold on, RG. It does both of them. If you do one, you
No, it doesn't.
simultaneously. If you do one, you simultaneously do the other one. It's automatic.
No.
It is automatic. Yes, if you prove one side of if you falsify one side of a dichotomy, the other side has to be true.
I understand that. I understand that.
So how do you not understand when you
Which
falsify stationary Earth, it must be true that it's moving. You've now proven that it's
right?
moving.
So science disproved something. You got a fact out of that it's not stationary.
But we
Right?
know it
Science
is
doesn't
moving. We
therefore
also
go.
got out of it. It is 100% moving. That's also what we
No.
got out of it.
No.
Yes, it is. Dude, you have the dichotomy,
Science.
moving, not moving.
I know.
Science
But
says science figured out
you
it's
do
not
the
moving.
experiment, you do the
Science figured
experiment and
out
you
it's
get the
not moving.
fact. You get the disproof out of science, and then you're not in science anymore. You're in logic, and you say, "Oh, if this is false, then the opposite is true." Right? That's
No,
not
you're still
science
in
doing that little bit of
science.
logic.
You're still
No,
in
you're not.
science. You're in science. You're like, okay, this
Hang on.
thing is not moving. That means that it has, or that means you say it's not stationary. That means it has to be moving.
Right.
There is
But
no
that's
other
not
outcome.
science.
That is a direct result of doing the science. Doing the science has said it's not moving, or it's not
Right.
stationary.
You're
That
missing the
means it's
distinction.
moving.
So whatever.
When you disprove one part half of a dichotomy, you prove the other half. It's automatic.
Yeah, you're missing the distinction. So
Just
you
tell
know,
him
hopefully
okay,
you-
man. This is boring. Just tell him okay.
Yep, you win there, Jeremy. Done. Next topic.
Okay. So I got a question. What can we disprove with water?
What can you disprove? That it's flat? Yeah.
So if water conforms to the shape of, let's say, in our world, the valleys, mountain ranges, the Mariana Trench, so on and so forth, right? It conforms to all that. Okay. And even if gravity had a mind of its own and says, I'm going to hold all the water down, but I'm going to let butterflies fly. I mean, if gravity was
Stop there.
such a
Stop
creative,
there.
hold on, 1 second. If it's that creative, right? And it could, if gravity could disprove a shape, that would be a miracle, but it can't, right? Let's just be logical here. Gravity can't make a shape form. It can only, what in y'all's perspective, it can hold things down, right?
Wrong.
But if we think about water, right? Water still moves, like even when it's level. It's the field, right? And y'all say the moon. We say the field, the forces, right? Magnetic forces, and salt water, electricity, obviously in the air affects that. But just when we boil it down to just water, pun intended, if we boil it down to just water, right? Water is going to disprove both flat and a ball. It just is, right? So what can we do with water in science to prove to each other, hey, we're both wrong? Let's start over,
Okay.
right? Let's start
You
with water.
implied,
But y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
right, at the start, you implied that gravity was like selective or something, right? Magic
I'm
or
saying
whatever,
if it
right?
was, if it was, yeah.
Okay. But you said butterflies defy gravity, right? Do dead butterflies fly?
Yeah, I said if it can hold down all the water, but let butterflies fly. That was my statement.
Yes.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, right. Do dead butterflies fly?
Well, does gravity allow things? Does it have
Do
a
dead
preference?
butterflies fly, RG?
Do they fly? I mean, sure, if the wind hits them, right? Like if they're just falling,
Jesus.
they're scooped up.
Okay.
No, but
Right.
but
So,
yeah, it needs
no.
electrical forces to fly. Yeah.
So the answer is no. Dead butterflies do not fly.
No,
Correct?
it doesn't fly. Yeah, they fall.
Excellent. Okay. So butterflies need to do something to fly. They need to exert a force.
Mm-hmm.
Right. To counteract what?
To counteract, well, there's a lot of things that
Some
needs to
downward
overcome
force.
to fly,
Right.
right?
To counteract a downward force. Cool.
A downward force. Well, there is no
Yeah.
downward force, really.
There's no downward force. Okay. That'll do. I'm going
There's
to
a
mute.
magnetic force. There's like a magnetic from the air and in the ground, like where they.
He also said that gravity doesn't create shapes. Gravity does. Gravity is the very reason why large bodies in space become balls.
No, okay. That wasn't my point, but y'all talk about it because I thought I made it pretty simple to
Yeah.
understand.
Dude, if you reject there's a downward force, I don't know where to go from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Like objects that aren't just space, because space is not a thing or a force. It has no properties, space, but an object with weight, right, or with gravitas, of course, needs to overcome lift. It needs to have a lift,
Excellent.
right?
Okay.
A force downward. It needs to push down its wings to go up.
Yes. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not selective, right? Gravity or whatever, the downward force.
No, the butterfly does that, not gravity. Not gravity.
Yeah, the butterfly does it. But it has to overcome some
It needs
downward
to
force.
overcome its own weight. Yes.
Yes. Cool. So this downward force is not selective. It acts on everything, including water and butterflies. There's no distinction to be made there.
The butterfly is doing the pushing downward to overcome its own weight.
Yes.
Yes, it's pushing
And
against the ether.
weight is a downward force, right? Is weight a downward force?
Well, it's actually just electrical signals pushing on something. It's
Down?
not like built in to the butterfly's like understanding of I need to, overcome gravity. It's like, okay, I want to go up there, and it makes a choice. And it pushes down against the background medium to get lift. And that's that. Okay, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay, so it pushes. Well, sorry, the electro, whatever shit you said, is a downward force according to you, right?
No, it's creating a force. It's not an inherent universal law of force.
I give up. So, yeah.
I mean, just being honest, it's creating the force.
A long time argument or disagreement amongst mainstream scientists as well. Is this a force or is it not?
But it's like you think that because a butterfly flies that there is nothing pulling down on it. Things have more than one force affecting them at the same time. So just because a butterfly can fly doesn't mean that it isn't also being pulled down at the same time. It's still being pulled down, but it overcomes that being pulled down by using its wings to push itself up. Water it doesn't have wings. It's not alive. So it is entirely dependent on the force that's affecting it. If it had wings and it was alive, it could also fly probably, but it don't.
Water isn't alive.
It's water's not alive, and it has no wings and it or anything else. So it basically H2O is just it just goes by whatever force is acting on it. But a butterfly, even though it has a force acting on it trying to pull it down, whatever you want to call it, you can call it dropity, I don't care. Something is still trying to pull it down, but it overcomes that by using its wings and the air around it to push itself up. Two completely different things, and you're throwing out a very important thing when you say that a butterfly the gravity don't act upon a butterfly, but it acts upon water.
So gravity allows a butterfly to fly.
Bro, are you not listening to him?
Apparently he's not.
No, he's not. It's like he's hearing the opposite of everything you're saying.
Well, no, you're making it out to be that gravity is a baked-in force.
Can you go
Like a
anywhere and drop
universal law.
something and it doesn't fall? Anywhere. Can you go anywhere and drop something and it doesn't fall unless there's something that makes it not fall?
Yeah, like electrical forces can make things just float in midair.
Exactly. Something
Temperature
makes
can
it
make things float in
exactly.
midair.
That's exactly what I said. Unless something makes it not fall.
Right. Yes, it's weight.
Right. So
Otherwise,
if there's not anything that makes it not fall, it will fall. A butterfly has wings. That's what makes it not fall. If you cut its wings off, it will fall. It's still being pulled down.
Right. It won't have nothing to push against if you take its wings off.
Yes. So saying that gravity allows water to be on the ground, but doesn't allow a butterfly, or allows a butterfly to fly, or whatever the way you said it, is just wrong. A butterfly uses other forces to fly to counteract the force of dropity.
Do you mean that water, all the water, like if you took a gallon of water out of the ocean, right, and you held it in your hand, it weighs quite a bit, right? A gallon of water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now multiply that by trillions. Would it weigh a lot? I mean, a lot, like
yes,
quadrillions of pounds, probably.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is holding that down? Or should I say, what is holding it up, like against the bottom of the ball?
Nothing is holding it up because gravity pulls towards the center of the ball. Gravity's not under the ball pulling down. So nothing is holding it. Nothing is holding it up.
Okay. So on the North Pole, it's pushing it down, right? It's holding it down toward the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the Southern Pole, it's holding it down still?
Yes. Because there is no down in space. If you're in space and if you're in space and you're looking at the Earth and the North Pole is on top, you can just as easily flip yourself upside down and look at the Earth with the South Pole on top, and it's the exact same thing. There is no up and down in space.
Okay.
So you can't say that can't say that gravity is holding the water up against the bottom of the planet, because there is no bottom of the planet.
Okay. So in space, things are lighter than air, basically. There's nothing there. It's a vacuum, right? According to you guys. Right? Like if you took water up there, it would just float like it does in the ISS, right?
It would boil away.
It would. Okay.
Yeah.
It would. Okay. I understand that. I get the concept. I see what you see. Now, let's go down through the atmosphere onto the Earth. Can water float in midair?
No.
Is water dead? It's just completely dead?
H2O is not a living thing.
Okay, well, it's dead, right? It's just floppy.
It's non-living.
Okay, non-living, but a gallon of it weighs quite a bit. You agree to that?
Weighs 8 pounds.
Okay, and we're on the Earth. We're not in space. Do we live on a ball? On Earth,
yes.
Not space. On Earth.
Yes.
Does it ever conform to, let's say, gravity rolling it up in a ball, like you said? Does it
not
conform
on the
to
Earth?
those laws?
Not on the Earth.
In space.
It wraps around the Earth. In space,
so
yes.
Where are we? If we live on the ground and we don't live in space, our bodies don't live in space, and the water does not live in space, how is there never a downward or an upward, down or up? Convince me.
There
please,
is. Down is always towards the center of the Earth, and up is always away. Whether you're to the North Pole or the South Pole, down is always towards the center, up is always away from the center.
In space,
there is no up and down in space. There's only up and down in a gravitational field on a planet or a moon or something like that. If once you leave that, there's no up or down. So you can't say gravity is holding the water up against the bottom of the planet because there is no bottom of the planet.
You never leave a gravitational field, though. That's why they say
Earth.
on Earth that.
One second.
Hold on.
He said
hold on
Earth,
1 second, man, real quick.
in the atmosphere, there is an up and down. He
All
just
right.
admitted that. So we live on Earth, bro, not in space. Okay, go ahead.
It's like you forget half your argument.
Because he's playing teacher and student at the same time. He's trying to ask a question like he doesn't know, but then trying to tell you otherwise. Like, pick. Are you going to debate him or tell him, or are you going to be ignorant and ask him for a greater clarification?
Just stop.
Well,
man,
I'd like to try to figure out what's going on if we live outside the atmosphere or inside the atmosphere, because I see where he's saying if we're way, way, way off in space and we're looking at the Earth, it's a ball. But if we're on Earth, it's not a ball.
No, it's still a ball on Earth. I never said it wasn't a ball on Earth. I just keep telling you that there is no up or down in space. No, not in space. Nothing has a top and a bottom because you can rotate it. You can rotate yourself 180 degrees, and then that'll be the top and bottom. We only say that north is top and south is bottom because that's just the way we developed our maps, and that's the easiest way.
Exactly.
We all think the same way. That makes it easy. But in reality, there is no top and bottom.
You see what a mind fuck that is, bro? Oh, we think the same,
it's
but then when you go in space, it's we don't think the same in reality. Like, are you living in a computer version or reality, bro?
Dude, I'm sorry that you don't get this. Go
it's
ahead,
weird.
Jeremy.
I do get it. No, I get it. Look, if we're 1 million miles away from Earth, the Earth is round. You just said that. So if we get closer and closer, now we're 500,000 miles. It's still a ball. But if we get right up to the atmosphere and get down on the Earth, no,
it's still
a
ball
anymore.
Yes, I did not say that. It's
okay,
still
well,
a ball.
There is
but
an
there
up and
is
down
no
on a ball.
No, not
That's
on
the
not.
mind. You're trying to screw with people's minds, bro. You can't do that.
Because if you would shut up for a second.
All right, bro.
There is no you're when you're thinking of the Earth itself. Even though we make our maps and we put the north on top and the south on bottom, that's just the way we develop. We could have just as easily done it the other way. It's just that since most people live in the northern hemisphere, I guess we just naturally tended to put that at the top of our maps. But the planet itself, the whole planet we live on, is floating in space. You don't have to believe it, but it's floating in space. And in space, there is no up or down. Down is towards the center. Up is away from the center. So if you're on the South Pole, down is still towards the center and up is away from the center. Gravity is not pulling anything up to the ball because there is no up in space. It's either towards the center or away from center. Gravity is always pulling everything to the center of the ball, no matter where you're at. If you're on the equator, you can just as easily say you're on top of the Earth as if you're on the South Pole. You can say you're at the top of the Earth. Or if you're on the North Pole, you can say you're at the top of the Earth. You can say you're at the top of the Earth no matter where you are. Where you're sitting right now, you can say you're at the top of the Earth because there is
really
no up and down in space.
Is this really the topic?
This is a very important topic about space and gravity. What do you mean?
Well, you can. I think when you're young and your mind is feeble, and you can be told and taught this through indoctrination, you can probably pull that argument off, bro. But when you get older and you use your head, you see the problem.
What's the problem, dude? What's your argument?
My argument. Holy shit, man. Okay, at 500,000 miles away from the Earth, what shape is the Earth?
Dude, just what's your argument, bro? What's your argument?
I'm asking a question. What is?
No, don't ask me a question. I'm asking you a question. What's your argument?
The argument is that at one point in space, like he says, in space, right? The argument is if it's one shape there and you get on the shape does not change, right?
No, that's your argument? That's your argument.
A question. No, if
so
it doesn't
have an argument.
Shape, if it doesn't change shape and gravity acts different above the atmosphere than
gravity don't act different. It doesn't act different.
Oh my God, we got to move on. We got to just move on.
Okay, bro. You just said
All
water
right,
floats.
let's just move on, man.
Let me say.
This is every
and then
time you
water
talk,
doesn't
bro.
float.
Let me say one last thing. Even if you're at the moon, the Earth's gravity is still trying to pull you towards the center of it. It acts just the same if you're on the surface, or if you're at the moon, or if you're past the moon all the way to the edge of gravity, the Earth's gravity well. It's still trying to pull you towards the center of the Earth. There is no difference between being on the Earth and being outside the atmosphere in space around the Earth. Gravity still acts the same. And now we can move on. That's all I want to say.
Yep, good argument. Appreciate it.
Can I ask something?
God.
What is gravity?
Who knows?
They never know anything doing the science they do.
Gravity. That's the big question, isn't it? Nobody
Is it
knows
the
what
big one,
gravity
though? I
is.
don't know if it's the big question. It's a question. I would give you that.
Yeah.
It's a moderately sized question.
But I wouldn't have to know what gunpowder is to understand and study its effects. Just like I don't have to know what causes gravity to understand and study its effects. I can study its effects without knowing the cause. Just like I may not know what causes gunpowder to explode. I may not know its ingredients, but I can still study its effects once it explodes.
Yeah, something that ignites. But in gravity, in the real world, what we see is something, a solid object is heavier than air, and it falls to the ground. Okay?
Density.
That's a simple life.
Yeah, any density that's denser than air.
Something denser than air.
What causes it to fall, or why does it fall? Something has to be pulling it down. It don't just fall on its own.
No, because it's heavier than air.
Yes, buoyancy is a direct result of it being pulled down. You can't have buoyancy if something isn't pulled down. That's why if you drop a gravity tower, a thing that has a whole bunch of different layers of oil and shit in it in a cup, if you drop it and put it into free fall, it'll all mix up. It doesn't separate back out until it gets to the ground and it's affected by the force
No,
that's
it's
pulling it
more
down again.
complicated than that, mister. It's more complicated than that. Because I can tell you a few things. Right? If you have a feather or a bubble, okay, they're solid objects, okay? And they don't fall at the same speed. Because they're less like if I had a metal ball, I threw it up in the ground, it doesn't fall down straight away. If I have a feather,
it doesn't fall at the same speed in the atmosphere.
A bubble, it's not at the same speed. Okay?
But it does fall at the same speed in a vacuum.
In a vacuum?
Yes. A bowling ball and a feather falls at the same speed in a vacuum.
We're not talking about a vacuum. We're talking about here on Earth.
Yes, because here on Earth there are other forces that affect it when it falls. It's not just the thing pulling it down, it's air resistance slowing the feather down. You have to get rid of everything else affecting it if you want to study the thing that's pulling it down. You're throwing out an important part of it.
Mathematically, though, they can't fall at the same time because you didn't get rid of all the air. If you got rid of all the air, I would say I would give it to you that they fell at the same time. But seeing as how you never get rid of all the air, it would be impossible for them to fall at the same time.
Pretty close, though.
Pretty close.
Oh man, I know that.
Definitely not the same. Definitely not the same time, though.
Yeah, I could give you that. In a near vacuum, they would still be affected a little bit.
I know that voice. Were you in Brandon's? That voice that just talked there? Shit, I can't see her name. Hello?
Yeah, I know who you are, Inspector.
Yeah. Hey, what's your name again? Sorry.
My name?
Yeah.
Is Jeremy.
Huh?
Jeremy.
Yeah, Jerry. Jesus Christ. Long time no see.
Jerry.
I know, I always get that.
Yeah. How you keeping?
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's a poor argument.
Hell. I haven't been in this conversation in over a year, and it's still fucking going on.
They say you got soft. You got soft in your old age. You got your teeth in?
Who, me? No,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't get
sound
soft.
different. You sound like you got no, your teeth aren't in.
Yeah, I'm getting my teeth done next month. They're all falling out, man. I have a problem with my jaw. You know, all the teeth go loose.
Drinking all that liquor over there.
You fucking right, man. Yeah.
All that liquor.
Where are you in America?
What's up?
Where are you in America?
I'm in New York State.
Yeah, New York State. Yeah. I've been a few times to America. Hey, America's not doing well at the moment.
We're on top of the world.
How's that?
Just like Paul just said. Paul just said it. We're at where you go, you're at the top.
We're on top. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
America's fucked at the moment. Anyway, back to the earth.
What are you in Scotland or something, bro? Like
No,
you guys ain't doing nothing.
No, I'm from Dublin, Ireland.
Nobody knows what that means.
Dublin, Ireland.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Fucking Dublin built America. I can tell you
Never
that.
heard of it, dude.
And
No one ever
I'll
heard
tell you
of that
another
shit.
thing. No, I'm from Dublin, Ireland, and I live in France. West Coast.
So you recognize fuckery when you see it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And that's not a fucking lie. Ireland built America. Killed many Indians as well.
Oh, you guys held us down over here, no doubt. You're our peoples, for sure. Well, Fox was smiling.
Yeah. The Battle of Lafayette, we fought the fucking English as well. But we lost.
What the fuck is Lafayette? It's the second time Lafayette got brought up today.
Yeah.
Some French guy kept talking about it earlier.
That's the battle for your independence, mate. Yeah. From the English. Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. Even though there was still Coinage Act, 1893, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Some of us don't believe anything that happened before last Tuesday, after last Tuesday.
So come here, guys. What states are you in? Like, I know Jerry's in New York. What states are you guys in?
Good.
We're all over the map, bro. We're all over the map.
California.
All over the map.
West Coast, Fresh Coast, Beast Coast. Got the
Democrats,
heads down south in Texas, Florida, up to Canada.
Democrats and conservatives.
Not I, sir. I respectfully decline to choose a side that of the same damn bird.
We know politics are fake.
Yeah. Who killed Charlie Kirk?
I don't know, man. We went over that for days now, days and days.
That fuck